Hi, welcome back to Springfield Arms. You're on the podcast Guns and Coffee with Zahir. And today we're answering a question that is commonly asked regarding your firearm license. And when does your firearm license get rejected? Under what circumstances can you not get a firearm license? Well, to make it quite simple, if you have a criminal record, okay, a criminal record of some sort, there is a great possibility that your firearm license will be rejected. Remember, prior to you applying for your firearm license, you would have to have done your firearm training, which is called your proficiency. The next step would be to then apply for what's called your competency. Now, competency is done at your local police station with your district firearm officer, where your fingerprints are taken, a criminal record check is done, and your proficiency certificate or your training certificate is then verified. Now, this process happens, it takes generally around 2 to 3 months. Now, if you have a criminal record, you will not be able to get your competency. There are certain circumstances where it might be granted if that particular record is of it's not a major crime type of thing. It might have been a shoplifting incident, but you have to mention that in doing your competency. But if you do not disclose it, even though it might be a minor crime, you would still be rejected. Obviously, for major crimes like GBH, assault, and that type of thing, there's a strong possibility, obviously, that your competency would be rejected. Now, let's say, for example, you don't have a criminal record when you applied for your competency, and you get your competency. But what happens during the period between you having your competency and then applying for your license? That period of time, you then, for example, get involved in some sort of crime. You now go on to apply for your license. You have to do fingerprints again. It goes back to the criminal record check, and they pick up that you have a criminal record now. Your license will be declined. There's a strong possibility it will be declined. So that's one of the reasons. The other reason could be lack of motivation. So you might not have a criminal record. You've got your competency, you've done your training, you've got your competency, you apply for your license, but you haven't motivated strongly enough for a case that you require a firearm for self-defense. It's not an automatic process. It might seem that way for you that, naturally I'm buying a firearm for self-defense, but in this country, it's a privilege. It's not a right. Yes, you have a right to self-defense, but not necessarily a right to own a firearm. So you've got to motivate correctly and strongly enough to make a case to say that, yes, I require a firearm for self-defense based on the following reasons, etc. So this is something where a lot of people fall short, where they do not motivate correctly. That is why we offer the Easy License package, because we assist you in making a strong enough case for you to apply for a firearm so that you get it. Do you understand? So your motivation needs to be quite strong, and it's not a simple letter. So if your motivation is not strong enough, you can get rejected. The third reason why your firearm license doesn't come through, not necessarily rejected, but just doesn't come through, and you're waiting for months and months on end, is because your paperwork has been lost in the process, or some of the documentation in that application went missing between you applying at the police station and it ending up in Pretoria. So this is another common reason why people don't get their firearm licenses. Having said that, we found over the last year or so that there has been a significant improvement in the waiting times for people getting their competencies and their licenses. The process has been much smoother at most of the police stations that our customers have dealt with, and people are getting their licenses much quicker than before, successfully getting their licenses. And that's without cutting any corners, etc., doing everything according to the book, making sure that your documentation is all in place, that you've made copies of it, and that your motivations are strong enough. So, in summary, I think it's a fantastic opportunity for people that are looking to find a viable solution for their self-defense arsenal to apply for their licenses. A lot of places around the world, you're not allowed to own a firearm for self-defense reasons. In South Africa, we are lucky enough that we are allowed to own a firearm, and I don't see any reason why you shouldn't or apply for one or be put off by negative comments out there regarding firearm ownership. If you're unsure about anything, please come in and chat to us. We are at 12 Intersite Avenue, Springfield Arms. The guys will talk to you about making the right decision with regards to your firearm ownership. Have a great weekend. I'm out of here. Keep punching. Bye-bye.